Hello, this is Mike, the Jedi Investor, coming to you with a short training on how to pull all the results needed for the offer blast system that we're using. Start off by coming into your system and going into search residential sale. Now, some of you all may have systems that already have predefined settings like this one does. I'm going to go through first and unselect everything so that we start with a fresh system with no data included, just to help us make sure that we're on track with getting the proper information that we need and not a whole bunch of other stuff added that limits or minimizes our results. I'm just double checking everything. Okay. And I didn't want to hit clear or anything like that because I don't want to change the settings that's inside of this system with additional fields and stuff like that. So anyway, when you come in, if I were you, I would go into a Word document and just type all your zip codes and separate them by comma so that when you come to this first part, all you have to do is just put your zip codes in. You can just copy the zip codes, right paste in this box and just paste them. So we're going to use a couple of zip codes for an example, just to show you how easy it is to get this done. It won't take long at all. So we have a few zip codes. Right now, it's over 5,000 matches already. So in the area section, all we are concerned about are the zip codes. I hope this audio sound is pretty good. It may not be, but it should be enough for you all to follow along. Status, we want active. Don't want anything about price or dates. Rooms, we want 2+ on our rooms. We don't need anything else in this section. The exterior, click in this box, left click, and then choose Control A if you're on PC. If you're on Mac or something like that, I'm not sure what the instructions are to select all. But once you click in this box and hold down the Control button and then type the A key, which is Control All or Control A. It'll select everything. Now hold down the Control key. Do not let it go. Left click on Other, left click on Garage Space. And that will unselect the ones, but leave everything else in this box chosen. We just want to make sure we cover everything on structure types, but still be specific in a way. Parking is irrelevant. Interior, we want 900+ square feet, because if it's 2 or more bedrooms, and it's 900 square feet above grade, we should be able to do some renovations to make another room. Under legal, same thing. If there's only one thing we don't want, so hold down the Control button, select auction, select HUD own, and the last one is REO. We don't want any bank properties or HUD properties with this. So you see right now we got one match that's standing out. Our next section is days on market. We want 75 to 100 days on market. Let me go back up. I think I must have missed something. My results seem to be pretty low. I just want to double check, and you should as well. So we have our zip codes. Maybe it's just these zip codes. Let me put a couple other zip codes on that I know have some other results. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so active, price. We have our bedrooms. Double checking everything. We have our structure types. Parking doesn't matter. Interior, we have our square footage. Oh, that's what happened. So under cell type, I chose those and I put or. We want to make sure that we select not under the cell type so that we exclude those choices. I had it still set to or, which means it was only looking for those type of properties. So now, as you see, it jumped up to 13 on this particular one. And then our days on market. Now, after you do that, once you go to your results, we want to make sure that this is set to agent one line, not my agent one line, but agent one line. And typically, because you're going to have way more results than me, change your view per page to 250 or the highest. Now, come over to the left of MLS and select this box. what this does is this chooses everything on the whole page. So if it's 250, it'll choose all 250. And then we're ready to export. But before we export, I want to go back because I want to add one more thing to this example. So let me just take these out for a second. But you'll leave yours in. I'm only taking them out so I can get a lot more results. And at this point, we have 2,800 results. So back where I left off at. So now say we're in our results. We have our agent one line, 250 per page. So once you click this box now, up here, if you look, it'll say, how many you have checked. But instead of if we needed all 2,800 of these, instead of you trying to just go select a little at a time, just click the next button. Now, select the 250 on this page. See? And it's going to keep a record of how many you have checked. Click your next page. How many of times you need to do it to get your records exported. Now, in some instances, you can only export, I think, 1,500 at a time. So just go all the way up to 1,500. And what we'll do is we'll just have to export several sheets with the same title, but it'll be export number 1, export number 2. So now, after these boxes are selected, go down to the bottom and click export. Now, we want to change the file format to top producer export because it has all the criteria or information that we're going to need on our spreadsheet. At this point, click export. Only thing we need to do at this time is name the document. So this one was single family residential. You see, I already have it. 75 to 100 days on market. And this is, if you're doing several sheets, just make this one number 1 if you know that you have to go back and export some more with the same search results. Now, after you do that, just make sure this says either Microsoft comma separated values or Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. It has to say one or the other. And then after you name it, just save your document. Simple as that.